Hi, I'm Jess, and this is my first ever book haul. Please excuse this, I've literally just got up. Let's get on with the books. Now, I just want to start off by saying I'm really cheap. So, I've got like nine books here, but they were all quite cheap. They were all 50p, apart from two which were £1 and one which was £3.99. So, don't be fooled by the amount. I did not spend a lot at all. First we have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Again, I picked this up because it was 50p and it's in really good condition and everyone loves this book. It's about a girl and a boy and a circus comes to their town in like the 19th century and it's all magical and mysterious, and I've been meaning to read this for ages, so I'm really glad that I found it for so cheap. We have Sweet Venom by Tara Childs. This is about three girls who all meet, they all look the same, and it turns out they're all demon hunters. I believe this has something to do with Greek mythology. I think they're descendants of Medusa. It looks really quick, the writing's really big, I don't know if you can see that, so it just looks like a fun book to read really quickly. I think that Tara Childs has also written other books about Greek mythology, but they seem to be very light books, so that's nice. Next we have Changeless by Gail Carriger. This is a sequel to Soulless, which I have not read, but again, it was 50p, so... And I think I'm going to really like this series. It's a steampunk series which follows Alexia Terabati. She is soulless, I think, so she can take the soul from werewolves and vampires and she helps fight them, I think. So it sounds really cool, she sounds really badass, sounds like what I like, so hopefully I'll read that soon. Next we have The Weaker Vessel by Antonia Fraser. Now, Antonia Fraser is really a famous historian. This is a non-fiction history book about women in the 17th century. I don't read a lot of non-fiction, but when I do, it's usually about women because we're a badass. We're a badass. I'll read you the back, or like a bit of the back, just so you kind of know what this is about. An expert on the period, Antonia Fraser brings to life the many and various women she has encountered in her considerable research. Governesses, milkmaids, fishwives, nuns, defenders of castles, courtesans, countesses, witches, and widows. So that just sounds awesome because I feel like you're gonna just see things from every perspective, and it's got loads of cool like pictures and stuff in there. So yeah, but it is quite big, so I don't know if or when I'm gonna read this, but I'm glad that I've got it. Next we have Carrie's Run and Saul's Game. These are tie-ins with the series Homeland, which I've just finished season 2 of. Oh my god, emotional trauma everywhere. But I believe these are prequels because if you don't know, Homeland is about CIA, and it follows Carrie and Saul before the series whilst they do missions in the war, so that seems really cool. Then we have A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. This is the first book in the All Souls trilogy, and it follows Diana Bishop, who is a witch, and she finds a lost manuscript in the Oxford Library, which brings her into contact with a very attractive vampire, because who doesn't love that? It's got my bookmark in it because I'm 130 pages in. It's okay so far. It still feels like it's at the beginning because it's such a big book, but I will talk about that more probably in my wrap-up. Then we have Station 11 by Hilary St. John Mandel. This I've heard so much about, or I've just seen it a lot, so I was really happy to see it. The cover is just wonderful, I love it. This is about, I believe, people travelling around after the world has ended performing Shakespeare. So as a drama student, that's just right up my alley. So yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff. It's meant to be really good. Last but not least, we have Company of Liars and The Owl Killers by Karen Maitland. These are both historical fiction. They're both massive, and they are set in the 1300s. This one is about a group of women that move in near the village and they're accused of witchcraft. And this one is about people, a band of misfits on the run together. On the front of both of them it says a novel of the plague. So I think it's all going to be about suspicion and all of that kind of crazy medieval stuff going on. So that seems really cool. The covers for these are really beautiful. I don't know if you can tell. Can you see? Like inside here, there's like crosses and crucifixes and runes and animals and skulls. It's so cool. So yeah, hopefully I will get to that soon. Hopefully. Okay, so that was my first ever book haul. I feel a little bit delirious because all I've had is a cup of tea. So sorry about being rambly and a bit weird. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you again soon.